Today I'm in Las Palmas, Gran Canaria. I've got a fantastic 2-day test lined up. We're on the absolutely magnificent Nika. She's a 53-foot Finot Conq. She's the new FC3, 53 foot, weighs just over 10 tons, sail area 340 square meters downwind. This is going to be fun. Just after lunch, and we have jibes to make our way down the western side of Gran Canaria. So we've had a quite busy morning. We've done some upwind, we've done some downwind, and in the conditions at the moment, which is maximum 12 knots of breeze, we're making the most of using the big A2. So at the moment we're VMG running 145 degrees to the wind and making a good speed over the ground. Really neat feature is the way that the bobstay is attached to the bowsprit. So at the moment the bobstay is coming up and it's attached to the end of the tack line here on a 3-to-1 purchase. So when you put the spinnaker up, you pull in the opposite end of the tack line, you get your tension that way, and then as tension comes onto the halyards, the spinnaker is automatically pulling the bobstay on so that you're keeping the bowsprit down. Now the great thing about this is when you come to anchor, you simply let the tack line off and you can pull the bobstay into the boat, drop the anchor, and there's no conflict between your anchor chain and your bobstay. You see on the mast here we've got dual tracks running down the back end. The reason for these is when you drop the main on its full battens, then you can put one car on either side and you get a really neat low level stack which is within reach. And then there's a third track on the side which is to put the trysail on, so there's no messing around with pulling pins out or trying to change battens over. It's day 2 of our Yachting World boat test on the FC3, and we're heading back out into a southeasterly breeze. We're seeing up to about 18 knots. We've got some quite flat water, so we're going to go and have some fun with the Code Zero this time. There's about 14 knots of wind and we've got the Code Zero up. We're just blasting away from Gran Canaria, just having a great sail. In these conditions the Code Zero is perfect. We're getting it up to about 100 degrees true wind angle and making an easy 10 knots. We've got ballast in, the helm is light as a feather. This is really what this boat is about. Down below, this FC53 is as incredible as it is on deck. There's a lot to go through, but I'm just going to pick out a few of the real standout features that impressed me. So first of all, the overall look and feel. This wood, this stripy wood, is called Zebrano, and they've taken it throughout, which gives an incredible sort of funky look combined with the green cushions. I love it. In the centre here, this is our keel box, so the pivoting keel sits underneath this. And one of the things that's very special about this boat is just how low down this keel box is. So in the Pogo 50, it comes all the way up to here. But they've worked quite hard using carbon to make a strong enough structure to support the keel low down, which enables this whole area here to make a great living space. It's a real revolution in terms of the development of this keel. So moving up here, we can see we've got a lot of hatches and lights in the main saloon here, and they use this system. At the touch of a switch, we can lighten and darken the windows by putting an electrical current through them. Finally, over here, the nav area, they've chosen an Empire bus system to drive all of the electrics on the boat. So the whole thing is managed through this screen over here. So we can see we've got main switches there. On here, there's a selection of lights, switches for different items there, which is really neat. Forward, we have an owner's cabin. In front of that, between the sail locker and the owner's cabin, there is a heads and a shower compartment with a watertight door that goes through to the sail locker. Obviously the main saloon with a big U-shaped galley on the port side. They've split the guest heads and shower into two, so we've got heads on the port side, shower on the starboard side, and then in the back of the boat there's a big double VIP cabin, and then on the other side a smaller cabin with a sea berth, and that gets used for storage and access to the engine as well. We've just dropped the final sail and we're heading back into Las Palmas at the end of our 2-day boat test on the Finot Conq FC3, and I just can't tell you what a special and extraordinary boat this is. It's built by a design house that has a proven track record in producing offshore race boats, in collaboration with a yard who have a vast experience of working with carbon and Nomex. It's lightweight, it's got a great sail area which is easily handleable by 2 people, and it is fun to sail. As a whole package, this for me is the ultimate cruising boat, and it's been an absolute pleasure to spend a couple of days on it.